Hey friends! This is our new intro. I forgot about it. Do I just go right into the video?
Yeah, like,
Woo!
friends, today we got like...
Okay, yeah, we gotta do that again.
Okay.
I'm not ready for this new schedule. Hey friends! This week we have got a super exciting video for you guys. We have, how many?
10. We have 10.
10? That's a lot. We have 10 inexpensive date ideas for you guys. These can also be done with like your friends, like a friendship date and stuff like that. But stay tuned because we have some really exciting information.
Also, look, we got new batteries for our letters.
I know, look.
They look like the real deal, like way back in the day. They've been really struggling these past couple months, but we finally got new batteries. But thank you guys for being here. We would love it if you would subscribe to our channel because we're trying to get to 300 by the end of 2020. So please help us get there.
Please. Also, Andrea, there's something new on your finger.
I want to go.
Let me get close so you can see it. Look at her beautiful.
Oh, I'm not even
beautiful.
Y'all,
look at her ring.
I love it so much. We'll have to like do a video on it later or like go live on Instagram to tell you more about the story and stuff, but I got engaged this weekend and it's literally, I love him, I love the ring, I love everything, so I'm gonna have to share it with all of y'all. So, alright, okay, let's get into the video.
Okay guys, so the first inexpensive date idea we have is a picnic. Now, I'm all about some picnics. I think they're like my favorite thing in the world. But we have a couple of ideas of things that you can do besides just sitting down and eating food and talking. So, on your picnic, if you are in a scenic area like a park or maybe you have a large backyard or a large front yard, there's a couple of different options you can do. So you guys can obviously sit down, have your picnic time, talk and whatever. But then you can also do things like play frisbee, you can play football, you can watch baseball. We know like our local park that we hang out at has like baseball practice fields. I don't know what they are like exactly, but a lot of times when we go to the park we're just sitting and watching them and like talking back and forth. Yeah. So you can do stuff like that, or you can
hammocking.
Yeah, you can go hammocking. You can like play card games. You guys can like do all types of different things. Picnicking I think is one of my favorite things to do because there's nothing that you like can't do.
Yeah. Another thing that is super inexpensive, it literally costs no money, is literally just to go on a walk. I think I just said literally way too many times. I apologize. But it's just to go on a walk. I think some people think walks are boring, but whenever I used to think that, like, why am I walking? I feel like I'm not even doing anything. It's wasting time, but no. Walking with the right person is super fun. You can walk around your neighborhood or a not really busy street or a park or just a parking lot. Honestly, just walking and talking to whoever you're with can be super fun, and you don't have to like walk super fast. Just like stop and smell the roses and just look at the scenery and just enjoy your surroundings.
Another really inexpensive date idea is to go and find a nice place to sit and watch a sunrise or a sunset. Now, like, this is probably one of my favorite reflection things to do. I love to like just go and worship at a sunrise or a sunset, and then it's even better if you're like with a significant other or with like your best friends, because then you get to experience not just your own personal worship but their worship and like the way that they look at things. I don't know, I think there's something really nice and magical almost about like watching a sunrise and a sunset. But make sure that you're taking pictures because there's nothing more beautiful than a good picture of a sunrise or sunset.
It's so pretty. It's like God's way of resetting the day.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's so much fun.
I absolutely love this date idea. It is to make a bucket list of all the movies you want to watch like within a certain time frame. Like say we want to watch these movies during this summer or whatever. Like just get together with your significant other, with your friend, and say we need to watch these movies, and then mark them off whenever you're done. This is super to do and inexpensive, especially if you have Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube Premium, anything like that, or even if you just have a lot of DVDs that you haven't really watched all of them,
or if you still have a VHS player and you have old VHS
Yeah.
tapes, shout out to you if you know what a VHS tape is.
Yeah. It's super easy, and especially now that all of the movie theaters are closed momentarily, like I really miss watching movies with my friends and stuff like that. So, and there's a thing called Netflix Party now, so you can like watch Netflix with your friends even though you're not physically there. So if y'all are in a different state, or if you're still social distancing, that's a really easy way to get through your movie bucket list while still being with your friends.
Yeah, and it's really cool too. If you haven't done a Netflix party, highly suggest. 10 out of 10. This, I think, is probably one of my favorite date ideas, and like even just a friend date, because it is making dinner either for just y'all or for like your entire family. Y'all, this is so much fun because A, you get to like experience like and bond over trying to like create something together from scratch, and it's like, even if it's not from scratch, but and it's like, I don't know, it's a really nice way to bond and to learn like how the other person experiences and handles like stress or little details or like stuff like that. And I am obsessed with cooking and baking especially, so I think it's like a really fun thing when you get to like share the things that you love with one another. And maybe your significant other like loves to cook and you're not a huge fan, but you can like do little things for them, like open bags or cut this or do that. And I don't know, I love cooking for other people, and I love cooking with other people. I think it's just so much fun.
Yeah, and it's cool to see like what your significant other's strengths are in the kitchen. Like maybe he's really good at spicing stuff, but you're really good at like baking stuff. I don't know, just for an example, but it's like if you're actually serious about marrying that person, it's really cool to see like, okay, when we actually get married, you're always need to be in charge of grilling, or you always need to be in charge of baking the cookies, because that's like your strong suit.
Yeah.
This is another date idea that you probably already do. You probably already go to coffee shops all the time, but take a new spin on it and maybe try to go to, why am I talking like a robot? Maybe try to maybe try to go to a coffee shop that you've never been before, or one that's new, one that you've really heard raves about, and just experience the vibe. I hate using that trendy word, but just like experience the new vibe, because every coffee shop has a different personality, and it's kind of cool to be able to experience that. So like you could also make a bucket list of all of the different coffee shops you want to try out by the end of the summer and just hit all those.
Yeah, I really think that it's important to visit local coffee shops, and it's like really nice to experience a new local coffee shop, especially if it's one that's like on the newer side and it's like just opening, or if it's one that's local and like has nothing to do with any other big brand, because then you're supporting local businesses, and which we love, and you're getting to experience like a new coffee shop in a new environment with each other, which is always nice. And then you never know, you might find a local coffee shop that is better than your local. So you never know.
You know what she said.
You know what I said. Okay, this is more on the adventurous fun side, but it's definitely inexpensive, and it's to go kayaking. So if you have a local lake or a local pond, you can usually, if it's like a bigger lake, you can rent kayaks. Or honestly, kayaks are like not super expensive at like Walmart and stuff like that. So you guys could get a double kayak, or you could get single ones. I don't know what your like life is like, but I like a double kayak. I think it's more fun, like doing it.
You have to do it like in sync. It's kind of fun.
It's like kind of like a roller coaster type. You know, like you gotta like whatever. Anyway, so. I love kayaking. Usually if it's a bigger lake, you can rent a kayak, so if you don't want to spend the money on a kayak, you can rent one. But usually it's pretty cheap, like it's like $3 or $4 a day, which is...
I think it's like $12 a day.
Really?
Yeah. But for the whole day, that's not bad at all.
That's true. I feel like our local one used to be like $6 a day.
It's 12 now. And it's more if you do the tandem for 2 people.
That makes sense. But it's on the cheaper side. Like obviously it's not like going out to a nice restaurant for dinner.
It's not like going to an amusement park.
Yeah. And you get to like experience the calmness and the stillness of the water, together, and like, I don't know, it's just such a fun thing to do. And then maybe, who knows, you'll like topple over into the water and then you'll have like a story to talk about for forever. So I don't know, I think it's a great idea, and it's a very like summer thing to do.
I absolutely love this date idea. I feel like I keep saying that, but this is actually one of me and Andy's like favorite date. It's not like a traditional date, but it's still super fun. It's just to like find a random town or a city that you've never been to before and just walk around downtown and go window shopping, visit some restaurants, or not a lot because like no one has money for that, but like visit a restaurant that is not a chain, it's like a small business restaurant, and just walk around. It's super fun to just like walk around and see somewhere that you've never been before. Especially, I'm sure wherever you live there are a bunch of little towns that you've never really, maybe you've driven through them, but you've never actually walked through them. And it's just a lot of fun to experience something new, even if it's not new to you because you've driven through it, but it is new because you've never walked through it, because it's a different experience.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think if you like, especially where we live, there's like a lot of little downtown areas for like this city, and then this city has a downtown, and there's like a whole bunch of smaller cities around us, and that's always fun because you get to like experience what this city prioritizes as like a downtown. I think it's just really fun. Okay, I know we keep saying this, but like this one, oh my gosh, this one's so fun.
Very inexpensive.
Yes, very inexpensive, like $0. Except maybe like 10 cents for the gas that you have to take to find this place. But it is to find a place to go stargazing. Y'all, I love nature and I love stargazing, and I think it's the best. And I have a hatchback type vehicle, so you can just open up the hatchback, make a little like blanket pillow area, and lay down and just watch the stars and be like, oh my gosh, I see this in the stars, or I see this.
Put on some music.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and it's super easy, and you get to like spend as much time or as little time together as you have. Like, it's something that you can be like, okay, we're gonna prioritize an hour this Wednesday night, and we're just gonna go, we're gonna sit, relax, watch the stars, and just hang out. Because sometimes that's what you need. You don't need to like go and do and spend money or do things like together. Sometimes you just need peace and stillness, and stargazing is one of the best.
Yeah, sometimes the best dates are the inexpensive ones.
Yeah, and the ones that like you don't think are much of anything, and then when you look back you're like, actually that was probably the best date we ever had. Like, versus the,
even though like it was no money,
versus the like $100 steak dinner that you had like 2 years ago, you know?
This is our 10th and final date idea, is to just try a new hobby together. There's a bunch of different hobbies you could try, like running, cooking, baking, painting, photography, like anything. You like yoga, like there's a bunch of different 30-day yoga things on YouTube for free. Just trying that with your friend or your partner or anything. It's super fun to embark on something new with someone else. Even if you don't know if you're gonna like it, it's fun to experience new things, to actually like test the waters and see if you're actually gonna enjoy this.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you really enjoyed this video. Make sure that if you have any more inexpensive date ideas, or you have comments or questions, that you put them in the comments below, because we love talking to you guys and we'll be responding down there. Make sure also, if you enjoyed the video, that you hit that like button, because it helps us out so much, and it lets us know like what you guys are enjoying in our content and what we need to be making more of.
So if y'all don't already know, we are two best friends living a faith-based lifestyle and
documenting it. Make sure that you guys hit that big red subscribe button that is down below, and click the notification bell to get notified every time we post and whenever we go live, because we've been doing that a lot lately, and those are some fun videos.
So right now we're on our summer schedule. We're posting every Monday and every Thursday, so you're watching this on Monday unless you're not, but this was uploaded on Monday. And Thursday's video is going to be about pursuing a relationship in the ministry.
Ooh, that one's a tough one.
And it's going to be cool for you to watch even if you're not in the ministry, because we talk about some just relational things, marriage things that could be good for anyone in a relationship, even if you're not in the ministry. So be sure to give that a watch. It'll come out this Thursday. Bye, friends!
West Lexington Avenue, about 3 miles to your south, and it gets 4.5 stars. It's open today from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Stop.
That one.
Stop.
Okay.
That was hilarious.